We're at the Malta Eurovision Song Contest 2025, semi-final 2. Last to perform in the running order is Miguel Bonello with the song Breaking the Circle, and he's right in front of us. Miguel, nice to meet you. It's the first time for us.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
It's the first time that we meet, and also for you, the first time you're taking part in the Malta Eurovision Song Contest. So what created the appetite to come into this?
I've always been a huge fan of Eurovision as a whole, and I've always been intrigued into being artistic. So my idea was to bring my artistry to Eurovision and bring it to the domestic stage as much as I can, obviously. And I feel like I'm young and I'm fresh, and I like to bring very interesting ideas to the contest. So that's why I'm here today.
Okay, and you're singing the song Breaking the Circle. What is the song about?
So the song is about breaking from the daily patterns of your life, breaking from past trauma, any problems that you've had. It's about learning how to relive your life from fresh, starting a new chapter in your life and being able to break through the cycle and starting a new life where you're happy, you feel content, you feel free, and you don't feel those limitations anymore in your life which may have hindered you before, and you just break from the cycle.
Okay, it's nice. You created that song yourself?
Yes, it was a team in the Rena Song Fest. It was a team of me and another 3 songwriters and producers. It was a very interesting experience as well, because it was a Eurovision songwriting camp. So we all did this in very limited time, and of course after the camp we kept on refurbishing and polishing the song as it will be aired.
How did you find out about this songwriting camp? Because that was not in Malta, like many of your colleagues did it in Valletta last summer. You went to Norway for that. So how did you find out about that?
Yes, I had also gone up to Norway last January, apart from last June, and I was hooked. I really was hooked. So I kept researching other camps, and I know there's Las Negras camp in Spain. So I've been doing my homework and seeing where I want to go and what budget I have and what time I have, and it just felt like it felt right. I had enough time, I had the money, I had the energy to go, so I was like, why not?
Fantastic. Well, what is how can I say? What made it for you to become a musician?
So I've been singing since I was around 10 to 11 years old. I used to be a classically trained singer, soprano boy.
Ooh.
So I had started off as classical, but I always loved the idea of pop, so I used to mix. And then by time, obviously, as my voice changed, I decided to go down more of the pop lane because I just felt more comfortable representing myself in that style of music, I would say. And as an artist, like, not only do I want to express myself, but I want others to understand me. And people who feel alone, I want them to, I want to be inspirational to people, and they can look up to me and be like, he relates to me, And I think that's why I do it the most, to be honest.
Also, you went through the X Factor here in Malta, so that's a tough school. When you once you've done X Factor, I think that Malta Eurovision is easy for you, isn't it? Or what is the experience you're bringing with you from X Factor?
Yes, no, I mean, from X Factor you learn, you grow from it, you learn, you get to know new people, you get to learn and kind of withstand any obstacles that come your way. With the Malta Eurovision, it's also another learning curve. You get to meet new people, you get to learn more not only about yourself, but about working in a team, how you handle yourself as a team. And even though both of them are singing competitions, still very much 2 different experiences. This is, for example, Eurovision is just like a one-time performance. Unless you make it to the final, it's a 2-time performance. But in those 3 minutes, you really showcase what you've been working on in the past few months, and
Well, X Factor, you would go back through it, or once you've done it, you say that's it?
I've done it twice, but I did do it when I was really young. So it has to be around 6 to 7 years ago, I think. So will I do it again? I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna say yes.
Okay.
If I feel like it's calling for me, I will do it. But if not, I will keep living my life as is.
You've been to the songwriting camp in Norway, learning how to write songs. You are a singer already, so what do you prefer, to be a songwriter or to be a singer, and why?
A very interesting question, yes. I think I would still want to be a singer, because I feel like not every songwriter can be a singer, but also not singer can be a songwriter. However, when it comes to my art, being the singer, I feel like I can put in more ideas for myself and really direct and guide the people I'm working with on what image I want, what sound I want, what type of song I want. So I feel like I would prefer being a singer and just give tips along the way if I had to decide either or to pick.
Wow, that's very interesting. But if you were going to write a song for any international artist, doesn't need to be Eurovision, but is there any artist you would say, oh, I would love to write for that person?
Oh, okay.
A song.
On a large scale, I would say Ray. I love Ray. I think her music really inspires me. Her lyricism is amazing, and I would love to be a part of that experience for sure. Yes.
Let's come back to breaking the circle. How you going to stage it? Because my colleague Ted, he has been speaking about the performance. But can you explain to us, describe how you actually perform it?
So I would say, if I had to use a word, I would say very energetic, despite it being a very dark pop ballad, I would say. I think the energy is still there, and I think that's going to hype the audience up. Apart from, as a concept, I won't say exactly what will go on stage, but it is about the theme of the song, which is breaking the cycle and leaving feeling like you're being dragged down by others, but at a time you feel that freedom once you break through the cycle, and I think that will be showcased well on the stage.
Okay, wow. You're part of the Malta Eurovision Song Contest now, and there have been, in the history of this contest, great singers coming out of this. Which are your favorites?
Local singers. There are many local singers I'm a huge fan of. But recently in an interview they asked me who I would want to duet with, and I said Amber Bondine. She represented Malta in 2015 Warrior. I think she has a magnificent voice, and I would love to have the opportunity to sing a song with her one time. Yes.
Wow, nice. Amber, she hosted the contest 2 years ago.
Yes.
And would you want to host as well the contest if they would ask you?
Yes. Yes. Because I think it's such a different experience once again. You're still in the Eurovision type of element, but you're playing a different role this time. And I think hosting is another different and difficult role that I don't think many hosts come out and say how difficult it can be and stressful it can be as well, because we just see them on TV and they seem perfect, so there has to be a lot of work behind that role, and it just doesn't. I would love to experience and see how it feels like being a host for sure.
Maybe it will work next year then.
Who knows?
Or the year after, it's also possible.
Who knows?
But if you win this contest, you also then go to represent Malta at Eurovision in Basel.
Yes.
So what is your knowledge of the Eurovision Song Contest? You mentioned you are a big fan of it yourself.
Yes.
What are the favorites? I want to know from you. Your favorites.
Oh, any favorite past Eurovision
singers?
entries? Yes. I mean, definitely Loreen and Jamala with 1944. There are so many artists that I follow, and I tend to follow the artists which I would say get the least amount of hype or not like the fan favorites. But that's just me. I just love a good dark horse or underdog. However, I do value the art so much in Eurovision Song Contest that even if it's a song that I don't particularly listen to, I would still say I respect what you do and I still understand what's going on. It just might not be for me, And I think that's what Eurovision makes it Eurovision, is so many different acts come together that it becomes so hard to really judge which song is better than the other, And I think that's what makes Eurovision, to be honest.
Fantastic. We wish you all the best of luck on the semi-final and to go into the final. You certainly have a good starting position. You're closing the semi-final too. You're closing with this also the all 24 competing songs.
Yes.
How do you feel about being the last in the running order?
No, I'm excited. I love to sing towards the end, if I'm being honest. And it's going to be my birthday tomorrow. So
on the semi-final today.
I have a bit of more I want to have the good birthday performance coming out. So, closing the semi is an honor, I would say, after listening to other beautiful 23 songs before me. And I'm really excited to really just close off the semi-finals, and fingers crossed, hopefully I'd be in the finals as well.
I'm sure you will. With this position, with this performance you've been doing, Now, how can you tell us about your social medias as well, and if you have a message for your fans?
Yes.
Please.
So for my fans, obviously, thank you very much for your support. Whether you're a new fan or someone who's been following me for a few years now, I really appreciate any support, comments, likes, anything. You can also find me on Instagram at Miguel Bonello Stewart, or YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, practically anywhere on social media platforms. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your show. Don't forget to vote for me. I will be singing in the 12th position, number 12. So semi-final 2, number 12, 6th of February. That's it.